So for better understanding of our CodeIgniter framework, we have to know one more concept, that is inheritance. What is exactly inheritance is? In your own language, Telugu or Hindi or Malayalam or Tamil or Urdu, whatever it may be. So you just need to get a clarity what exactly inheritance is in your own language. I'm asking you. What is inheritance, guys? So if it is a Hindi, the meaning is going to be Virasat. Virasat means or Vamshanukrama, whatever it may be, Telugu, Varasatvam. Such a meanings are there, guys, right? What exactly the inheritance means here. So get the clarity in your own language so that you will get some right parent-child relation. That is nothing but inheritance. Very good. Ali, you said nice. So, for example, guys, simply I want to tell you one equation here. My grandfather is having 5 lakhs of rupees money. My father is having 10 lakhs of rupees money. Let us assume. So, as a child, what is the money I have? So automatically it will become 15 lakhs now. How it will become 15 lakhs as a child? Because your grandfather properties are inherited by your father. Your father and your grandfather properties are inherited by you, because your father and your mother or your grandfather having money means you are also having the money. You don't need to earn any money. Your father is having 10 lakhs means automatically you are also having 10 lakhs. Is that not right? So this is come under relation, guys, nothing but inheritance. Inheritance is one of the mostly used concept in our PHP frameworks. CodeIgniter, Laravel, Gen framework, whatever the framework you guys are learning in our PHP, without inheritance, there is no framework, guys. Every framework will follow inheritance role. Definitely, we have to know what exactly inheritance is programmatically. So inheritance is nothing but sharing the base class and child class. Here, I'm going to use two words, guys. Here, we can use parent class and child class relation, child class. Okay, or sometimes I can call it as a base class and a subclass. We can use any of the word, right? So the wordology may be, I can sometimes use parent class and child class. I can use base class and subclass also. I can use whatever it may be, right? So inheritance is nothing but sharing the base class members into the subclass. What are the properties? What is a class, guys? Generally, we know a class is a collection of properties and methods. What are all the properties you defined in the base class? Those properties I want to access in the subclass. I don't want to redefine again. You already defined in the parent class now. Whatever the properties available, whatever the methods available in the parent class, those I want to access in my subclass also. So how can we access these into our subclasses? Just we need to check it here, guys. Now if we can come down, so I have to create a class, and moreover inheritance, let me write a point here. Inheritance is the process of sharing the base class members, members into the classes. You can see, if you can go to Java, there is a different definition. If you can come to PHP, there is whatever it may be, the meaning is same, guys. Different programming languages have the concept supported by have the concept called inheritance. Every programming language supports the inheritance concept. Every programming language. But one thing, keep it in mind always. Whatever the definition may be, at the end of it, the meaning is same, guys. I told you, whatever the base class members, what are the members here? Properties and methods. What are all the methods you define in the base class? Those I can access directly into the subclass by using inheritance concept, if you can use. So this inheritance is implemented by using extends keyword, guys. This is very important. Extends keyword. By using this keyword, we can implement the inheritance concept. Let us see how we can implement inheritance concept and how we can access the base class members into the subclass. Right? I don't want to redefine. For example, sometimes we need database connection. I already connected in the base class. Why should I connect again in the subclass? So I may want to reuse it or not. Like yesterday we seen constructor. So I already I connected to database in constructor because I want to use in each and every of my method. So you already connected to database in one class. Why should I connect in each and every class? So if you connected in one class, that's enough, right? We can reuse that class in each and everywhere wherever we want, right? Yeah, that's what we will see now. Check this carefully. So how this is going to be work here? Right, let me create a class here. Let me save the class into your working directory, ci3 class3.php. You can take any file name here, no problem. Right. Let me create a class for father. You can take any name here, father class. Okay. I'm going to take one more class called class child, guys. C-H-A-L-E, child. This is child class, that is father class. Tell me please, here class father, here class child. Tell me, is there any relationship was established between these two classes? Right now there is no relation. Father is a separate class, child is a separate class. There is no relationship between these two classes. If you want to make them some relationship between these two classes, we have to use extends keyword, extends father. This is what you have to know. Now there is a relationship between these two classes. Child class is extending the father class. What is the meaning of it? What are all the properties and methods you are defining in the father class? They are automatically extended to child class. They are automatically inherited to child class, inherited. So your father properties are inherited to you. In the same manner, father class properties are inherited to child class, guys. Grandfather properties are inherited to my father. My father properties are inherited to me. My properties are inherited to me. My inherited to my children's. This is how the relationship will work, guys, here, right? So for example, okay, leave it about child class right now. So let us define a method here, right? Father. So in this father class, let me define a function function money. Father is saying that money, about he is talking about money. Echo, I'm simply writing a text message, I'm not doing anything. Let me have a paragraph tag or something. Close paragraph tag. I have 10L money. Father is saying that I have 10L money. Tell me please, where is this money method? Money method was in father class. See, father money can access father itself. We don't have any restrictions and we don't have any condition because father is earning. Father can spend the money, right? So father method, father class contain a method called money. That money method is always accessible by father. So what I want to do here, by creating the object of father, obj equal to new father class object is created. By creating the object, I'm calling the money method, money method. So let me execute this ci3 class3.php. Right, go to the browser, localhost slash ci3 slash class3.php is the file I'm going to execute. So I have an error, guys, undefined variable. Some error is there. So let me go and check this because here variables are case sensitive. This is small o. I use capital O. So let's use small o bj. That is important. Variables are case sensitive. Refresh the page. Can you see? Father is able to access his money method. Where is this money method is there? This money method was defined in the father class. Father is able to access. Okay, let's write one more function vehicles. Right. Father is saying that I have two cars. Okay, let's see. Father vehicles. Father can access now. Father may have vehicles, whatever it may be. Echo. Let me write a message here by saying that I have two vehicles. I have two vehicles. Okay, father is having two vehicles. See, tell me please. Money and vehicles are the methods of father class. These money method and vehicle methods are accessible by father automatically because father methods now. See, father properties and father methods, father can access automatically. We don't have any restriction, right? Because father is earning, father is doing something, right? So I have 10L money, I have two vehicles, guys. Now suddenly father object, okay, father, we seen that here in this program, we are able to see father is able to access father properties and father methods automatically, right? Okay, I'm stopping this now. Okay, we are able to see it. I shown you a proof. Father is able to access his own methods, own properties. Perfect, guys. Now, I'm creating one more class, child. This is the child class. Tell me please one thing. There is a class father, there is a class child. Is there any relationship between father and child? There is no relationship as of now. To establish parent-child relation between these two classes, we have to use extends keyword. When I have to go, why should I use extend, guys, here? Only thing, remember carefully, what are all the methods you have in the father class? Is they are going to be reused in your child class. See, this money logic, child needs money, na? Child need a vehicle, right? So child again needs to purchase a vehicle. No, child doesn't have money. Child has always depends upon father. So whatever the methods available in the father, that method should be accessible by child also. By doing this, I'm going to write father. What happened here? Class child extends the father means that child is inheriting the properties of father into the child class, guys. So can you see, is there any method in the child class, or is there any property in the child class? No. What is the meaning of it, you know? So in this situation, all of you try to see, in this point of time, child is a class, but that is an empty class. We don't have any properties and we don't have any methods there. Now I'm adding the property extends father, guys. Can you see? By extending father, child is extending father means that, what is the meaning of it, guys? Here now, earlier I told you child class doesn't have any member inside of it. Now because of extending, I'm saying you this child class is also having two methods, guys. But can you see visually? Are you able to see? Is there any method in the child class? Visually, if you can see, there is no method in the child class. Child class is actually empty. When you are extending the father class, automatically these two methods available into child class, guys. Automatically they will available because you are extending, because you are inheriting the father properties to the child class. So that is going to become here automatically. Now the next thing. Now I'm creating the object for child, guys. Obj equal to new child class. I'm creating the child class object. But in the child class, is there any method? We don't have any method physically, if you can see visually. Because of the extending father, all the methods of father class will be transferred to child class. So now by creating this child class object, obj of money, I'm writing money method. Actually, the child money, so let's say C obj. So from the meaningful manner, C obj and the child object. That's the meaning of it. Right? Child object, child. So I create child class object, but in the child class we don't have any method, but I'm calling the money method here. So because of inheritance rule, this money method will automatically available to child class, guys. If you can refresh, can you see? Child is able to access father money. In the same manner, child wants to access father vehicles also, no? Yes, child is going to be access father vehicles also. Now refresh the page, and this is what exactly what father properties father can access. There is no restriction. If a father properties also want to access by child, and this is the rule we have to do. Is that not right? And okay, this is one situation. Suddenly, I'm saying you guys, this point is very important. Remember carefully. Father want to restrict the money method. Father don't want to allow money method to anybody to access this. Money method is only accessible by father only. I don't want to allow my child to access my money method. As a father, I want to restrict the child without accessing the money method. How can we restrict a child without accessing that money method? So nothing, guys. For this, only thing you have to do, this is going to be a private method. Private, what is the meaning of private, guys? This is the private property of me. So means that I can only access, no one can access this private property. If the method is private, this method can be able to access only by father and itself, guys. Father inside the father only. We cannot access outside. What is a private member? Private class members are never accessed outside of a class. The private members which can be accessible within the class only. That's the meaning. If it is a public, everybody can access because I'm making private now. Now can you see? I may, as a father, I make my method private myself. That method only accessible by me. But my child can access that method? No. But earlier, he is able to access money method. He is spending money lavishly. That's why I want to stop money. I want to cut the money to my child. That's why I make my money private. But if you can refresh, there is an error. Call to a private method father of money as a child. See, as a child, you don't have a right to call my money method because I make my method as private. Private method can be accessible myself only, not by the subclasses, guys. This is what exactly restriction. If you don't want to restrict the father money, yes, we can do something like this, right? Father wants to restrict his vehicles also. Then what is going to be happening, guys? Private function vehicles. Then again, it is going to be error. Right? Anyhow, fat error na, you are stopped. Now you can comment this money method. Again, I'm calling this vehicle. Still, it is also giving the error. Vehicles is also private method of father. private properties of one class we cannot access into another class. For example, if this is a public, by if you are not mentioning any keyword in front of it, what is the meaning of it? By default it is public. We are not mentioning any access specifier, guys. If we didn't mention, by default it is public, guys. Public method can accessible by everybody now, right? This is what exactly is true. Okay, so if as a father, if you want to restrict any of the method in the father class, you have to use private, and no one can access the private methods, guys. Okay, now the next thing, guys, here. For example, father is earning money. Okay, he is having 10 lakhs of money. Unfortunately or fortunately, child is also earning money. Then what we need to do? Child is earning money. Earlier, it will look for a money method. Actually, guys, when we are creating child class object, we are creating money method. Na? First, it will look into the child class actually. Child class, there is no money method. If it is not there in the child class, then it will look into the father class and we got the money of the father class. Remember, always carefully, this point is very important. When I am calling vehicles method with child class object, first it will look for vehicles method in the child class. Is there any vehicles method in the child class? No class. Then it will look into the parent class. What is the parent class? Father. So there is a vehicles method. This method will get called automatically. Now I am going to add the money method, guys, here. Money method. Child is saying that child is also doing job and he is also having some amount of money. So child is saying that I have 5L of money. Now tell me please. So there is a method called money which is available in parent class as well as child class. So when I'm calling the object, which method will get called first? But it won't call the parent class and the child class. Only one method will be called. Which method? Either child class method or either parent class method. Remember carefully, by creating child class object, you are calling the money method. First, it will look into the child class. Is there a method called money? Yes, method found in the child class. So that method will gets called, guys. You cannot get called the parent method because so when we are having a method with the same name, parent class and child class, first priority is for child class. So you are going to get the output as I have 5L money, but where are you getting the vehicles? Vehicles are getting from father. And money is getting from your method only because you are earning money now. When we are having two methods with the same name in base class and subclass, first priority is going to be subclass because what is the object we created? Subclass object we created. So by creating subclass object, it will look for the money method in the subclass only. And if the money method is exists, it will print. Otherwise, it will look into the parent class. So if money is not the, see, for example, I'm writing C obj of text method I'm writing. Is there any method like text? There is no method, right? It is going to give you an error. So this text call to undefined method child of text. There is no text method in the child class. There is no text method in the parent class as well. So in this situation, you are going to get error. First, it will look into the child class, guys. If the method not available in the child class, then it will look into the parent class. If there is also not there, then this is the error we are going to get it here. So this is how you guys needs to understand how the things are going to be work here, right, guys? And one more thing, sir, I want to access this parent money also into child class, sir. So already we have money method. So what is the, if I call money method here by creating the object here, remember carefully, what is the object I created? Child class object. By calling the money method, which method is gets executed? Father or money, father or child class money method is executing. So if I call child class money, I want to call parent class money method also. How can I access parent class money method? This is the parent class money method na, into the child class money method. So here I want to access that, guys. How can we access the parent money into the child money? So money method. So we have a keyword called parent keyword. Parent scope resolution operator of what is the money method? So this is the name of the money method. So what this will do, you know, parent keyword will always look into the parent class. What is the parent class of the current class? Child class parent, father. So it will look for the parent money. Now what is going to be happen by executing this money method? You will get parent money, you will get the child money as well. Can you see now? This is the way of getting output. I have 10L money, I have 5L money. So after that, vehicles. So if you want to access parent class members into the child class, yes, we can do something like this, guys. This is all about the way of doing. Right? So you can do the same for properties. You can do the same for methods as well, guys. Only thing, remember carefully, we have a new keyword here. What is the new keyword? Parent keyword. What is the meaning of parent? If you want to access the parent class members into the child class, then you have to use the parent. Sometimes, unfortunately, what happened? Parent class is also having the same method. Child class is also having the same method. Right? In this type of situation, if you want to call one parent method into the child method, then we have to use the parent keyword, guys. By using parent keyword, we can access the parent class members into the child class. Right? In this type of situation, special case, guys, this is, you have to remember this. Right? So this is all about the inheritance, guys. This basic is enough actually, because here you should know two things, guys. One is inheritance, you should know. After that, you have to know parent keyword. Why? Because in CodeIgniter 3, we will use parent keyword, and inheritance concept we will use mostly, guys. Remember carefully. This is going to be help you a lot. This basic, if you can understand. Why? Because in CodeIgniter, every class is going to be extended with the parent. Now I want to show you. Let me show you in CodeIgniter 3, codeigniter.com. Go for documentation of 3, third version, documentation. I think it will give you third version. CodeIgniter third version I'm showing you here. So online. Right, go to general topics. Here I want to show you controllers, guys. Let me click on controllers. Can you see how to create a controller and all? They will show you here, right? So I'm showing you one class. Can you see, guys? Class block extends CI controller. What is a CI controller? They are using inheritance concept now. For every controller you are going to create in CodeIgniter, it should extends with the CI controller. For every class, without extends keyword, you are not going to implement CodeIgniter. Is that not right? So there you can see class is block my class, and this is going to be extended with the CA underscore controller. What is a CA underscore controller? This belongs to CodeIgniter predefined, right? So in this, we have predefined properties and predefined methods. They can be accessible automatically to block controller, which are going to be regularly used concepts in our CodeIgniter or defined inside this controller because of extending this with the block. What are all the properties, what are all the methods defined inside this controller are automatically available to block controller. Just now you've seen, right? The same story here, but CI controller is predefined. CI controller is going to be predefined. Let me see, is there any parent keyword they used? I think they didn't use any parent keyword, I believe. So don't worry. So I will show you when can I go for parent keyword and all. We will see it, guys, later in the sessions. Okay, don't worry. This framework seriously is going to be very easy framework, guys. It won't take much time, right? This knowledge is enough for better understanding of our CodeIgniter, guys. So only things I'm mentioning the list of concepts you guys needs to check from the videos. One is this keyword. One more is constructor and destructor. Destructor is not required, but constructor. Constructor, I mentioned destructor as well. DEST, destructor. Inheritance. Today we discussed about inheritance. Next one is going to be MVC architecture, guys. This diagram I will explain to you tomorrow. MVC architecture diagram. If you can understand these four concepts, CodeIgniter becomes very, very easy for you. So this architecture diagram will help you a lot for understanding of the framework. Initially, this architecture diagram, based on this architecture diagram only, I will explain the examples of our CI CodeIgniter 3. So inheritance, constructor and destructor, and this keyword. We may implement all in, not all at a time, I believe. So slowly we can introduce every concept, this keyword, when to use this keyword, when to use constructor. By default, inheritance, we have to start class creations with inheritance only, and MVC architecture, right? So these are the four concepts which are going to be very, very important for us, guys, right? Yeah. Let me know, guys, if you have any doubts.